The title of the video pretty much sums up what we're going to be doing. This is going to be a preparing for the shop. If you missed the last video, you're going to have to go get caught up on that. But what we're going to do is we're just going to power wash everything. I don't have a big power washer. I just have a little electric power washer. I can't even remember how much PSI it puts out. But that's what we're going to do today. We're going to make sure we get everything back here in the back of the truck cleaned up, because that's where they're going to be working. And if you have the opportunity to do something like this, you should do it. Because yes, mechanics are used to working in grease, working in oil, getting covered in it, but there's no reason you need to take them a truck that is completely flat out covered in oil, or in this case covered in salt and oil. In words and wise, you probably should just take them something that's just a little bit cleaner. You're not going to get all the grease, you're not going to get all the oil, but when they get under there, they can at least work for at least 25 seconds versus 0 seconds before starting to cover themselves in oil and grease. We all know semi trucks. We know that there's just no way you can even touch them. I mean, I could stand right here. I am about 1 foot away from the wheel, and I guarantee when I walk away, I'm going to have grease on me of some sort. Now, straightforward, the weather conditions are not proper to be doing this. It was supposed to be 72 degrees today. We're at 46 degrees. Hopefully it'll warm up as the day goes on. The sun decided to come out, but the wind is here too. Wind makes things hard to record because the tripods, unless you hang a brick under them, they basically just go flying whenever the wind is out. So we're going to get started. We're just going to power wash a first layer off. Once we get that first layer off, maybe we'll go goof around on the inside of the truck, or find something to do, let it dry up, see what I missed, because remember, baby power washer, it usually takes about 3 times of power washing the entire frame to get it to where I'm going to call it clean. Well, I wasn't watching you. How long were you laying on the ground? Like I said, the wind is going to make things very difficult in the recording aspect of washing the rear end of the truck. Pretty confident at this point. My pressure washer is leaking more water than it's actually putting out the end of it. I think my nozzle broke. It still is putting some pressure out, but just well, not near what I need. I need a big dog pressure washer, you know, those ones that just strip the paint right off. So if you see me getting a little close to all the bearings and stuff, don't freak out. There's no, it's basically a garden hose at this point. We're getting somewhere. I'm being able to see the bolts. That's the main goal, is to be able to see the bolts. That way they can get to everything. And they're going to get covered in grease no matter what. So maybe this will get them at least 60 seconds into, maybe 120 seconds into the work without cussing and yelling about the amount of oil and grease that's covering everything. Just remember, she is an older truck. I'm not sure if the new trucks actually get covered in grease much anymore. I had heard at one time that a lot of the components underneath a brand new truck are greaseless. I would never trust that. Not in the... I have a hanger bearing in this truck, and most of you guys know hanger bearings are greaseless. Do you know how hard it is to fight the urge to drill that out and put a grease zerd in there? But I heard the newer trucks that you don't really have to grease a whole lot. You could actually grease the whole truck, actually, from the top of the truck. It'd be pretty nice in the wise of grease, but in my opinion, you're not going to get a longevity out of that. I mean, the work we're going to be getting done to first class, there's over 2 million miles on the components that we're getting replaced. I don't think you'll get that out of a new truck. I don't know. We'll never know. There's a lot of these new trucks that are made nowadays, they're lucky to see 1 million, let alone 2 million. Let alone over 2 million. And just in case, if there is somebody out here that is worried about the grease and the oil and everything running down into the city streets, because I am washing it on a city street, the most that's going to run down is the dirty water. That last little scene I showed you is what I call my grease trap. It's a dip in the road right beside my curb. There's never been an ounce of grease that went past there whenever I wash my truck. So when we get done, we will move the truck and we will wash the street off, of course, and then we'll clean the grease trap out. Jax, I'm talking to you, so Jax is in there barking at me. Alright, so I'm going to go inside, clean myself up, get all the grease off, get these jeans off, and then we'll go inside and, or inside the truck and start cleaning it up. No, you do not need to clean the inside of your truck up before your truck goes to a shop. I just like it to be clean. I don't know why. We got what we could for the grease and the oil off of back there. So we'll let the beacon take care of the rest of the truck, because yes, I will run the rest of the truck through the beacon. I'd wash it now. I'm cold. Instead of warming up, we're down to 42 degrees, and that wind just keeps on getting worse and worse. So we'll let the beacon do it tomorrow morning before we go in to the shop. What do I do with this?
Put it in your ear.
Which ear is it designed for?
Your left ear.
My left ear.
Yes.
It just goes inside my ear.
You just stick it in there.
Just shove it all the way in there?
Yeah.
I've never put one of these in my ears.
So it's in there now. Now we listen to Taylor Swift.
Now we listen to Taylor Swift.
Yes.
On our hot girl walk.
Hot girl walk.
Hot girl walk.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you gotta walk on my right so I can hear you talk.
Okay.
That's what I'm doing now. I cleaned myself all up. There's grease everywhere. Oh my gosh. And I'm talking to you guys while I have Taylor Swift in my ear right now. Tater Tot is home from school, and we are going to go for a hot girl walk. First class. I can get her cleaned up pretty easy on the inside. It's not filthy. So that's what we're going to do now. I am going for a hot girl walk.
Hot girl walk. And we're like, what? So apparently these mirrors were in Dus's room the whole time as we just walked around the whole elementary school looking for these mirrors.
I have to stop you for a moment.
Okay. What?
How do you walk and listen to music at the same time, plus talk?
What do you mean?
I'm walking, trying to concentrate on walking and listening to music on the same time, which is hugely difficult. And then add on top of it, you're talking and I'm trying to listen, but I have this thing in my ear.
Well, hey, walking, you're not supposed to concentrate on it. You're just doing it. The music is just background noise, so you're not really supposed to like listen to it. It's just there as a motivator if you like want to stop walking.
But I don't like listening to music.
Well, then don't listen to music. It doesn't track it.
I just want to point out the river is right there. There's a field right there and the golf course. Paige, we were up on the other side of town a little bit ago.
Yeah.
I'm forcing you to walk slower now because we are over 2 miles into our hot girl walk.
Yeah.
We're in I think a hot girl walk would be called a breather, where you walk slow for a little bit.
It's a moment.
A moment? Well, wasn't expecting this much of a walk.
I told you if you're gonna walk with me, you're gonna be prepared to walk. I said that.
That's the sun going down. This is now the highway, Paige. You go whatever route you want to. I'm cutting through people's yards. It's time for Kurt to be home. This is you're killing me off, is what you're doing.
I said, do you want to go on the trail? And you're like, yeah.
Well, I never realized just how far away from the home front things get. I'd been okay, but this power walking that you got me doing.
Gone for an hour and a half.
It feels like 3.
It's been an hour.
It's been like 12 miles.
It's not been 12 miles.
Paige, my left arm is hurting.
I don't know how it hurts.
Right up by the shoulder blade.
You're walking.
I love walking. This walking is different. This is much different.
It's home.
All right. I'm done. I'm dying off. I'm gonna go eat me a hot beef from the Beef and Brew. And then that's going to be it.
This is reward.
You guys stay safe. And as always,
be good.
I'll see you next time. One of these days they will watch one of my videos. One of these days. I like the shoes, bitch.
I don't have socks on, but I don't want to put socks on.
I do.
Just make sure to turn your phone off.